Hey Richard and Charmaine, it's Edward here at Merton Hyundai. Just wanted to say thank you so much for dropping by today and having a look at the beautiful Kia Sorento. So I figured I'd go over the Kia Sorento because we didn't really have a lot of time. I didn't actually go over the vehicle with you. I let you have a look at it, but we never really talked about the features and whatnot. So I wanted to cover that with you real quick by video, just so you have a good idea of what it is that we gave you numbers on. The pricing that I gave you, by the way, that markdown price, believe it or not, that is dead cost. That's what the vehicle stands us. Now, my manager did authorize me to tell you that if you do decide to make a purchase tomorrow on the vehicle, we would be willing to give you an extra $200 Merton gift card if you're interested. So a little bit extra money off, even though the vehicle is at cost. So here we go. So basically on the front, you'll notice with both of the high beams and the headlights are projector, and of course we also have projector fog lights as well. Got roof rails on the top, turn signal repeaters on the mirrors. Now this one is, of course, proximity entry. You'll notice there's a little light in there. That light actually comes on when you approach the vehicle with the key in your pocket. And to unlock the doors, it's simply a matter of pressing this little button here, as long as you have the key with you, okay? When it comes to the hatch in the back, as long as you have the key with you, you can simply open up the hatch. You don't have to unlock the doors first. Alright, so back here there are little handles, I don't know if you noticed that, to fold the seats down. So I simply pull the handle and the seats go down, just like that. Tons of space in there now. As I mentioned before, the spare tire hangs underneath on this one. One thing that's kind of unique to these vehicles is that you can actually pull this little cover off right here. And the reason that's there is because if you decide to get a privacy cover that mounts into these little square holes, when you're not using the privacy cover, it actually fits in right through here. You can see the little pass-through right here. So it hides it away completely. Alright, that's pretty much it for the back. So let's go to the back seat. Alright, so these ones here, they do lock down. If you fold it down and kind of push a little bit, they'll lock in. You pull the handle to put it back up. And of course we can recline the seat as well. Alright, just going to pull that handle there, two-handed job. So the seats do recline a little bit. You've got the center cup holder armrest here. It's a nice soft armrest, very comfortable place to be. Nice soft armrest on the door as well. A lot of companies just put hard plastic there, so if you're sitting in the back, it's just not as comfortable. Alright, I got a 12-volt power outlet back here. We've got controls for the vent. And you'll notice that the floor is actually nice and flat underneath the front seat, so I can actually tuck my feet under there if I need to, and it's much more comfortable that way. It gives me a little bit more leg room. Headroom spectacular as well, several inches above my head, so lots of room there. And while I'm back here, I'll also show it's a nice easy access button to raise and lower the headrest instead of having to push the little button underneath. So it's a little easier to get to. Alright, let's go to the front seat. Alright, so first off, the front driver's seat does have two-way lumbar support, and it also has tilt as well as height adjustment. So this side of the button raises and lowers the seat, this side raises and lowers just the front half of the seat. Of course, we have full automatic power windows, power locks, little button for the gas door, and push button start. Alright, let's get some cool air going. It's really warm here today. Okay, so drive mode. Basically, the vehicle can be put into one of 4 different drive modes. So you got Smart, Comfort, Eco, Sport. Smart mode basically takes your driving habits, adjusts accordingly, and puts the vehicle into different modes. Comfort will loosen up the steering wheel. Eco will keep the steering wheel where it is, and it'll actually make the vehicle a bit more sluggish, but it'll save a little bit of fuel on the highway. Sport mode tightens up the steering wheel and also tightens up the throttle response as well. Keeps the vehicle in a lower gear longer to give you a bit more extra power. You got heated seats on both of the front seats, as well as a 360-degree heated steering wheel. Now, I don't mean 360 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean the entire outside of the steering wheel is 360-degree heat, so that's kind of cool. Leather-wrapped steering wheel and a leather-wrapped shift knob as well. Beautiful touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you're unfamiliar with the term Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, I highly recommend checking out online what that's all about. I would love to show it to you, but I can't because I'm using the phone that you need for it to make this video. But essentially, Apple CarPlay Android Auto allows you to navigate using Google Maps or Apple Maps or Waze Maps, depending on what app you have on your phone, right up here on the screen. It also allows you to send and receive text messages by voice, check the weather, all that stuff, simply by pressing the voice recognition button here, and then you can actually just speak to it and it'll speak back to you. It's pretty cool. Of course, we have AC, backup camera actually as well on this screen, with dynamic steering line. So as you turn the steering wheel, it shows you exactly where you're going to go. Now it's kind of hard to see because there's a shadow here, but there is a visible bumper along the bottom here. So if you're backing up, you know what, I'll just pull forward so you can see what I mean. How close you are getting to the object behind you. So I'm just going to put the vehicle into a bit of sun. And I'm still not quite in the sun, sorry. I can't go further any forwards, but here you can see the bumper right along the bottom. So backing up is super easy, just like that. And then the red line is essentially about 1.5 feet away from the object in front of you. So pretty easy to back up when you can see exactly what you're doing. Up here we have your sunglass holder. Sun visors do pull out, okay, so they can go in and out, which is nice. And of course, mirror and light comes on when you open up the mirror. Voice recognition, as I mentioned, but also answer calls, hang up calls, change volume, mute, change radio stations, as well as go through the different tracks of audio. These 3 buttons here are for your trip computer, so there's actually an all-wheel drive information screen. The all-wheel drive system, by the way, you should know, the all-wheel drive system is designed and engineered right here in Canada by a company called Magna International. It's actually a predictive system. It's one of the best in the industry. It can actually predict when it's going to need the all-wheel drive before the wheels start to slip. So to give you an example, when you accelerate in drive, even if the front wheels haven't slipped yet, it'll start to put power to the rear wheels to mitigate the potential for slippage to occur. When the front wheels do slip, of course, it puts up to half the power to the rear wheels as well. And you can see all of that in real time on that little screen. You'll see little blue lines kind of raising up as you're driving. It's pretty cool. You've got different user settings, so you can actually customize how the car reacts to different things. And of course, a full trip computer with digital speedometer. So all nice to see. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call at 604-795-0836. Again, thank you so much for coming by today. It was a pleasure to meet you both. I'm really hoping that we make something work for you, and just keep in mind, if we can make a deal tomorrow, by all means, we'll get you an extra $200 Merton gift card. All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.